Welcome back, everybody. This is Mog once more here on Mog's Cast, playing some more Project Zomboid with you folks today. And if you watched the last episode, you know we just hit a pretty good little hardware store right down here on the street, Main Street, that is. Oh, big group of zombies. Unfortunately, I kind of made a little bit of a mistake and disabled the mods I had installed because I was joining a couple friends on a vanilla server and forgot to turn them back on when I initially loaded this save. So unfortunately, I lost pretty much any and every book, oh my god, associated with either of the mods that I had installed. So all the books and magazines that we had are gone, and including all of the joints and other marijuana paraphernalia that we had is also gone out of the containers we had. Now we'll still be able to find it because I did reactivate the mod, but yeah, it was just kind of an unfortunate little mistake that I was like, oh crap, I forgot to re-enable it, and thus the items weren't there in the tables when they were looking for the loot of the containers, and blah blah blah, things got lost. So just want to let you guys know in case you were like, what the heck happened to everything? But yeah, that's the reason, and unfortunately that alarm is still just cranking away. I guess we'll let it do its thing. There it goes, finally all finished up. It wasn't too long, I suppose. Take a quick peek around here in the house. What do we got? Ooh, sledgehammer. Let's snag that immediately. I've got some ideas for what I'm going to use that on already. And it's going to be that friggin' like kitchen table and chairs in the middle of that little walkway between the kitchen and the living room at our place. I definitely want to get rid of that. Sorry, zombies. I'll just leave you be. Okay, so now that that's all done and taken care of, let's go ahead and take a quick peek back here. That is locked. Maybe get in the window if we can, but it doesn't look like it. That's just going to be blocked anyway. I'm not too worried about it. Why don't we go ahead and sneak our way down this direction and try to get into the back of that shop again, and we're going to start clearing that place out. We got some good fishing gear and things like that in there as well, I do believe. So we're going to be trying to finish up what we can find in there and clear that place out. We'll take a look at the apartment upstairs too. It looks like it just kind of leads right up there. What do we got back here? Some crates. Let's take a peek. Are we going to find anything at all? Some barbed wire, potato seeds, a saw, and more, or potato and tomato seeds, I should say. Looted up. Let's see here. One more container. Nothing else. Okay. Let's head on inside here and take a look. We got some more, a hammer. We got another saw that we're probably not going to need, but I think I'll take it just in case we end up wanting to merge out, and we will go to a new location sooner or later. In fact, there's a house kind of at one of the ends of the street here that I think it might be a good place to set up like a new quote-unquote fort fishing, because it's right on the water, and it wouldn't be too hard to build a wall out to the water for security. So that's something I've kind of had in mind. We may end up going that route. God, I need to... That's good on saws, that I think, for the moment. We're probably solid on that. So let's take a peek and grab wood glue and rope. Toss that in the correct bag, if you don't mind. And some more boxes of screws, crowbars, batteries, threads, rope, more wire. All gonna go in. Definitely can't ever have too many weapons that'll hold up. You just don't want to be without a weapon, even if it's just something small. You just want to make sure you got that stuff. I really wish screws served a purpose, or at the very least doubled as nails. If you had like a screwdriver or something, I'd be cool with that. I just wish they had a use. They seem like they absolutely should have a use, and I'm sure sooner or later they will. I'm just nitpicky, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. Thread is a super useful item. It can be used for sewing together beds, if you need to craft those, as well as being able to suture close deep wounds. So if you see thread, it's always a good thing to grab. It's super light, and thusly doesn't take much of your space up. So super handy. What do we got back here? This looks like an extension to the... what am I trying to say here? To the hardware store that we were just in, or at the very least, it is the exact same hardware store, and it's just the other one was like a back room or a side room. So let's take a quick peek at what we can find here. Some more fishing tackle. Let's snag that up, because we're going to be using that for sure. We'll snag the glue. I don't think we're going to take the hammer for now. We've got enough hammers in the meantime, so we're just going to make do with what we got and take a quick peek around. Sweet, some more nails. Let's snag those. We've got enough fishing rods, but we could never have too many fishing line. If you snap a line or lose a line, always good to have a backup. So we got another adhesive tape, another axe. I'm going to take as many axes as we can take. They kind of do fail fairly quickly as far as durability fade goes. And the more we have, the more we can train at those skills. So definitely a positive thing. Okay, those won't fit in there. Let's toss them in the main inventory, shall we? None of that stuff fit. Okay. Tossed in the main inventory. Let's take a quick peek here. Anything else that we want to snag immediately? Ooh, net traps. We're going to snag that. Tent peg, sure. I'll take the twine. I'll take the needle. Let's see what else. Another box of nails. Some more adhesive tape. Another fishing trap. Might as well just snag up this stuff as we see it. I know that we're encumbered at this point. That's totally fine. We got some tent pegs, some thread. The reason it's totally fine is because we're not very far from home. We're going to take that duct tape, a battery, and we're pretty much just going to look at the rest of the stuff and go, okay, we know it's here. So let's see what we can do with it. Whoa, didn't mean to pause it. Anything else in the last little sweep of these last few boxes? We'll take another box of nails. Let's take another tent peg and a tarp, as well as that twine. Kind of the light stuff. Ooh, duct tape. We'll snag that too. Last container. Some more batteries. And that's probably going to do it here for these containers, and probably all that we can hold. I'm going to leave these alone. Let's take a look here in the back. Oh, so many more containers. My God, there's so much good stuff here. Take a quick peek. Does this lead up? It does lead up to the apartment. You can also get to the apartment from the back steps there, it looks like. But it looks like we just unlocked this right here. So let's take a quick peek around. We got one zombie there. Anybody else? We can't see anybody. Looks pretty solid. Let's sneak on over here. Say hello to Miss Zombie. Come on, lady. Get knocked down. Get knocked! Get knocked! There you go. That's one down. Let's take a quick peek in here, and we're just going to clear this place out, make sure that there's no zombies, because if we come back here, it'd be nice to have a little hotel, or what am I saying, a little apartment that we know is safe, or at least relatively safe, that we can hold up in if need be. I know it's pretty close to our current place, but you can never have too many little safe houses or places that you know you can duck into if need be. Just bleach in there. I was going to check and see if maybe we got lucky with finding a first aid kit. That would be spectacular. Hello, zombie. Just take it nice and easy. We're just going to sneak down here, take a quick peek around. We're going to leave you to your own devices, I think. And let's head back over this direction. Climb those fences. We are moving a little slow right now. I can definitely sprint a little bit, but it isn't going to do us much good. Take a quick peek down here. That hardware store is spectacular. I can't even believe how good that loot is in there. There's so many things. So many nails. We can check this house out next time too. Or a little bit later, depending on what we've got going on. I could have sworn there'd be more zombies over here with that alarm that we set off, but I guess not. They're totally cool, just doing their own thing and wandering away, apparently. Pop that back open. Let's head on inside and take a quick peek at what we've got. We definitely got a ton more nails. This is what I'm talking about. These things need to go away. This is just right in the way, and you can't even walk through the friggin' chairs, so it holds you up. Not what I wanted. Bunch of boxes of nails. Oh my God, that puts us at 15 boxes of nails. That's amazing. That is amazing. That is 1,500 nails, guys. Each one of these boxes is 100. On top of the 6D that we've got already. 6T, I should say. Right? Yeah, 6T. It's another needle. Where is our fishing gear? Actually, in the meantime, let's drop off the tarp, or the threads and the twines and duct tapes and all that stuff. Might as well, anyway. Thread, more twine. We got some wire. Now, the cool thing about wire is it can be used for making a wire trap. I think you need 5 wires. Something like that to make a wire trap if you have the skill for it. I don't think I will currently, but it'll be something to keep an eye out in the future for. It's one of the better traps you can actually craft for trapping skill. So something to keep in mind, super useful if you get into the trapping and up your skill a bit, because you can get a lot of great food that way. It's a really good way to actually boost your food reserves if need be. Oh, 2 more boxes of nails. This is friggin' incredible. Okay, another axe is going in here along with some batteries and adhesive tapes, and that's going to pretty much unload us a bit, at least for being totally encumbered. I'll worry about putting the rest of this stuff away, but in the meantime, why don't we go see if we can get some more experience? Let's take a look at what we've got. We got a 257 to go. I think if we take a quick meat eat here of our meat stir fry. We're just going to finish off the rest of this that I cooked this morning since we are a little peckish, unfortunately bored and depressed, but this meal ain't going to help. It's not that great for us. Oh, that's not what I'm looking at. I want to look at the one in my inventory. Negative, positive 14 and 14 for unhappiness and boredom, unfortunately. I am depressed at this point. I wish I still had my little marijuana plants. I could have totally taken a few of those and been all good to go. Would have been happy as a clam, but that's okay. It is what it is. We'll find some more sooner or later. But let's move on out here. We're going to take a few zombies down today and get ourselves some experience, hopefully an extra point. We've only got one right now, and I do have a lot of things I can spend, and I'd like to put a point into light-footed so that we make less noise while moving, because that would be super helpful for sneaking around zombies. I did put a point into sneaking, just so that when I deliberately need to sneak, it's a little more useful. So let's move down. Oh, is this a house? Oh, it's just like a shed. Okay, I've been in there before. Here we go. There's a few zombies down this way. Let's take a look behind us, though. That's looking pretty clear. Hey, come on over here, lady. You see us. Come here. Boom! We can finish this one off not too long here. That's one down. Let's take a quick loop around us and take a peek. Make sure that we're still doing safe. We got some more zombies around here. This guy's a little shuffler, a little bit quicker. Get off me. One down. Let's finish this other one. I'm sure we can knock this lady over and finish her off. There she goes. Third one down. How is our experience looking at this point? 221. If it's going to be a slow grind like this, I guess we'll see what happens, but I'd really like to be able to get a little bit more experience. We got a couple of shufflers coming this direction at us. Yeah, come here. Okay, I guess I'll just take the one for now. Come here, lady. Down you go. And dead you go. Let's take a peek and see if we can draw this one's attention. Looks like that shouldn't be a problem at all. Nothing on that corpse, though, that we really needed. Come here, lady. Nice, she fell over first hit. I'm down with that. Stay down. Hollywood Weekly. Sure, I guess. We'll take it. And nobody else has got any good loot that we can see on them just yet, so let's move down the street and see if we can find some more zombies to kill. Get ourselves a little more experience. We're down to 202 with another 2 kills there, so it looks like approximately 10 experience a kill. Is that accurate? Give or take. It was like 19, I think, between those 2 kills, but I'm sure there may have been some other things involved in the calculation of that that I'm unaware of. So it'll be something to keep in mind. Now, thankfully, we're not bored, though we are still depressed. It'd be great if we could find some antidepressants sooner or later for, you know, combating that again. Or, at the very least, maybe find some more joints laying on some zombie corpses. I can't believe I let that happen. It's kind of a very useful thing. I mean, it is very nice to fight the depression because it makes you happy, but at the same time it does make you hungry too, so you burn through more food and water because it makes you more thirsty too. So I feel like it's got some balance to it. It probably needs more balancing done because it is pretty darn useful at this point for fighting depression. But it is a mod. I mean, you kind of have these things crop up with balance issues. Developers on their own personal games spend a lot of time making sure that their stuff is balanced, at least most do, or in the case of early access games, they do eventually. But mods are one of those things where a lot of that is kind of less fleshed out, I'll say. Not that this isn't, but you know what I mean. It's one of those things where you really do have to kind of take the good with the bad with some mods. Some mods are spectacular, don't get me wrong. Some mods are just like spot friggin' on, and they really take it to the next level that way, and I love people who make mods like that. That's the type of stuff that I really like adding to my own games, because it feels right. Or at the very least, it feels like effort was put in to make it right. And I mean, that's just me, but it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and probably call the episode here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this episode or learned something new, click that like button. I'd really appreciate the feedback. And if you liked what you saw and you're not a subscriber already but would like to get my videos streamed straight to your YouTube homepage, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to keep you guys around. Until next time, cheers.